Welcome back to another R-TAC and Daughters, and today we're going to talk about some PMC bronze ammo here that I've been playing with shooting. This right here I purchased on my own, so it's not has not been supplied to the channel. So, and what we got here is some 40 Smith & Wesson flat top or flat nose, how you want to call it. Full metal jacket, FP, I guess that'd be flat projectile. 180 grains, and it moves at a muzzle velocity of 985 feet per second, which really, that's moving it pretty good for a big 40 caliber round there. And yes, I know a lot of people out there don't like 40 Smith & Wesson. I do, because at one time 40 Smith & Wesson was the thing to go to. You know, 10 millimeter was just too hot for some people, and 45 was just, you know, here's a 45 cartridge. 45 was just too slow and fat, kind of like me. That's another 40 there. The 9 millimeter, on the other hand, was not up to power at the time, and here's 9 millimeter case. So we'll get this other. This is a reload that failure to fire, which I'm glad I grabbed that one, because I don't need to put. I need to put that in the extraction vial so I can pull the bullet and save the powder. So, you know, you 40 guys are really going to like this video, because I'm going to talk about the popularity of secondary cartridges, like I did earlier on the 308 versus the 223. Now, the 40, of course, you know, 9 millimeter has had a lot of development, you know, over the years. There's a 9 with a round nose, and I don't have one out here on the table with a hollow point, but you get the point. 9 millimeter has gone through a lot of different changes, bullet designs. Get the old trusty pick here. You know, the bullet designs on the 9 millimeter have got FMJs. You know, a lot of people don't realize that 9 millimeter has been around since the turn of the century. 1908, I think, 09. You guys can fact check that. It's one of those years, 09 or 08. Might be a little earlier. But 9 millimeter in some form. But we're talking about 9 millimeter Parabellum 9x19. And we're going to do a video on all the different names and all the different 9 millimeters as well, which will be a real hoot, because a lot of people won't realize that you know, 357 and 38 or 380 are all 9 millimeter rounds. But anyway, we'll get into that different types of 9 millimeter cartridges later. So we're going to say where the 40 boys at this point in time are going to get to laugh at the 9 millimeter, and here's why. This box of 50 was for 20 bucks at the local gun store. I've seen 40 elsewhere for $17.99 a box. $17, $18, $19 a box. Not too bad. That's the same prices as before the shortages, just about. Only a couple dollars have raised up on them. And the reason why is 40 is no longer a popular cartridge. That's why you can get Glock 23s and 22s right now for about 350 bucks, which is a good deal. And the reason why that is because you can always get a 9 millimeter conversion barrel and convert them to 9 millimeter. 9 millimeter is virtually extinct right now because we can't get them. There has been a big government contract for 9 millimeter and 223, and that's why all the primers have disappeared. Plus, everybody is hoarding and everybody's panicking, and that's why we can't find nothing. So right now, all the 40 guys are laughing because there's plenty of 40 Smith & Wesson out on the market right now, at least in my area. Let me know in your area how it is. Can you still get 40? Can you still get 22? Anyway, drop a comment below and let us know. I personally like 40 Smith & Wesson as a cartridge. To me, it's in between. You know, here you go. You got probably the most 3 popular cartridges at any time in the last 20 years would have been the 45 ACP, 40, and then 9mm. So the cops wanted something more than 9mm, and they wanted something less than 45 and 10mm. 45 limits you on capacity, so does 40. So you got 40 versus 9mm, you're going to get about 3 more rounds per magazine in a 9mm versus a 40. At least that's on the Glock, because you can get, what is it, 15 rounds on the Glock and 17 rounds, but you can put the extension on there and get 2 on each. So yeah, give or take 2 to 3 rounds more of 9mm. Now, yeah, that does make a big giant difference in firepower on how much lead that you can sling down range. 40, though, is a bigger bullet. You know, like I said, 180 grain. 40 and 45 have lacked bullet development like 9mm because everybody went hardcore in the 9mm. Now, this is what I want to say. You can get 9mm now equal to 40 Smith & Wesson. In power, stoppage, and all that stuff. You can get now with today's bullets and powders, you can get 40 Smith & Wesson powder up to 10mm standards. 10mm is just great, so you know 10mm is the best millimeter, right? And then 45, you can get upgrades to 45 to increase it. This one right here is a very special one. It is very hollow, and it is a fully copper bullet, or copper jacketed. That's lead on the inside. I can't remember who made these copper bullet, but they're extremely light. These are like, I want to say they're 160 grain or something like that, 180 grain. Real light bullet for 45. So that's going to give it some oomph and some more get up and go power, speed-wise. Energy, I don't know. I don't have a chronograph. I'd have to chronograph them all that. But here's why 40 is laughing at everybody, or the 40 guys. 40 is not a bad round. A lot of people, ooh, 40 sucks, because they neutered the 40 just like they neutered 10mm, and that's a fact. 10 years ago, 40 was all the rage until they come up and developed 9mm. Start putting those better bullets and better powder inside the 40, and it'll be back again. They go in circles. This year it's 9mm. Next year it'll be 40. Oh, and then we'll go all the way back around and we'll play the shell game with 45. So, let's get out of that craziness. PMC's making some, and they've always made good ammo. And I've used PMC for years, especially on my 357 Magnums that I've had over the years. Mainly because the ammo was very affordable. Even today, the ammo is affordable. I mean, look at that, with the high prices. Right now, a lot of ammo that's being imported in this country is either PMC or Tula, or you know, Golden Tiger or people like that. Steel case ammo. U.S. manufacturing ammo is pretty much at a standstill. A lot of factories are not open 100%. People saying that they are running 100%, they're full of shit. Because there's no way in hell that all these ammo companies don't have no ammo to ship out to customers. They're afraid of right now, the way they spend all that money to increase production, get production up where it needs to be. People will get their fill of ammo, and then they'll stop buying on it, and then they'll sit on it again like last time, like in 2016. So that's what they're afraid of this time. They're afraid of that they're going to bulk up on a whole bunch of ammo, and then they'll be sitting on it, and then you couldn't give it away for $9 a box, 9mm or 40. That's what they're afraid of again. Plus, we're in election year. We're 60 days away from the election. You know, we're going to worry about the Democrats trying to steal the election with fraudulent mail-in voting. Facebook, YouTube, Google, all the big tech always siding with the leftists because, you know, they are leftists. And they don't realize that they're only hurting themselves in the long run. People, there's a difference between social policies and social justice. Back to the ammo at hand. Good ammo, good range stuff, and even their hollow points are good ammo. Never had a problem with it. So when I can, I will buy PMC ammo. It's definitely a favorite of mine, and I do recommend it to new shooters, old shooters, reloaders. The case I've had, well, matter of fact, this is one of the PMC reloaded 9mm cases here. It's went through its third reload, and it's holding up pretty well. So the brass is really good and sturdy, so that's always a good thing. I have a friend that reloads, so every once in a while I slip him a couple dollars so he'll load me some up, and it's more than a couple dollars. I just use that terminology. So anyway, if you get a chance, go out and look at PMC ammo. Don't be afraid because it's made in Korea. The South Koreans make good stuff. They're good people. They support us. They're not China. This is some good ammo here, folks. Here's your bullet path info right there. 25 yards, 50, 75, all the way up to 100. So you're going to have like a 9.25 drop inches, a 9-inch drop at 100 yards with 40 Smith & Wesson. I've shot 38 Smith & Wesson to 80 yards. I've never shot 40 to 100. I got two 40s, and I got that 5-inch Smith & Wesson. I might do that one day. Try to shoot it out to 100 yards. I usually don't shoot pistol past 25 myself. Not unless we're in a pistol carbine, and then I usually go out to 50 on it. Sometimes 100 if I can. Anyway, so give PMC a look. They've sponsored us in the past, but this one here is bought and paid for by myself, so not a big deal here. Anyway, give them a look, give them a test. Let us know if you used them in the past and you like it. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Leave us a comment down below. And remember, folks, in this day and age, it costs nothing to be kind to one another. And we'll catch you next time.